What's up, you lovely human beings? Frank Valkyria. Welcome to the channel. Today, still Italian edition. Let's go straight into the juice of those unsealed documents. Let's remind ourselves that there are energies, emotions, which they're still trying to change the narrative. They try so hard. They try so hard, the mainstream media. I just read an article on the Insider. Oh my freaking universe. It's difficult to digest the BS. They still try to plate. They like to make nice ceramic plate, serving the BS to people that don't know enough in the hope that they can change a narrative. I don't know why. Are those all like freaking misandrist, man-hater, just because this freaking guy's been abused for 10 years and he won? They're still trying. Anyway, let's get into it. This conversation, it's very interesting because if you remember, there is a lot of in this trial, there are a lot of incidents alleged. And to recap this, now we also have through Jennifer Howell the deposition confirmation that actually the sister of AH confirmed that she, AH, did chop this, like was this or this, off JD's finger. So anyway, let's continue from this. All those allegations in the trial about her being hard with painful things, also in very vulnerable, delicate parts. So let's get into this, me and you. Yes. So, did you tell anyone else about the last time I saw in Australia other than your attorneys and Mrs. Sexton? I told doctors, plural. What doctors? Burp. I've told obviously Bonnie Jacobs. I don't recall if I told, I don't recall if I, I, I don't recall. Told Emmy Banks. I really just don't remember, doctor. If I told Dr. Banks at some point after, I told every gynecologist I've visited, every gynecologist. It appears that there are many gynecologists she visited. All right. So, who is your gynecologist now? I I just started going to a new one. What are the chances, of going to a new one? I don't remember her name, but I'm sure we could find out. We could find it. Of course. That would be practical. Would have been also practical, you know where? In the trial. Maybe to bring such gynecologists to the trial would actually been very helpful for her case. Did you see any gynecologist of the many, eh? Right here, of the many visited? Have you seen any? I'm still waiting. So, yeah, there's basically nobody showed up there. So, who was your gynecologist before this gynecologist? It seems like a very proper question. Actually, you get a star point for this question. You know why? Because that's the type of question with common sense. Okay? People with common sense like continuity. All right. Uh, there, I've had a couple. I was actually just using my fertility doctor effectively as my gynecologist. Who is your fertility doctor? Now there is a new branch of doctors into this conversation. Fertility doctor, which is also very interesting because into this freaking thriller of a trial that we're witnessing in 2022, there is so much connections between sex parties and whatnot. And now we have fertility doctors, which ties in with all these embryo stories and rumors and allegation and all the things that we have seen going around, right? But this is apparently coming out of her mouth. So I don't know. Dr. Caroline Alexander, we have a name. Did Dr. Caroline Alexander, in any shape or form, showed up at the trial? Let me think for a second. No, at least I think not. I was there. Anyway, not at the trial, watching, reviewing. I don't know if I told her. I just remember I started making it a habit to start telling doctor that I was in that situation with vacuity. Vacuity, just because gaslighting follows. I told another, in my opinion, of course, this is not a. I told another doctor in the UK that I saw as a gynecologist, but I can't remember their name. I told, I've seen a few, but I'm sure we can get those names to you. She visited like I don't know how many professionals so far. Oh yeah, I think we're going to need every name of every doctor you have ever told about this SA in Australia. That will be very helpful. Okay, of course. So, what have we learned from this exchange? Well, what have I learned personally is that there is no medical record of any kind from professional doctors, which is not a therapist, which is not somebody you just narrate as if you're basically writing an audiobook. Maybe she doesn't get a book deal. Maybe she gets a audiobook deal with her voice to put people to sleep, or just for people that they're searching for euthanasia. Because after 7 pages, they will feel the need either to go to Switzerland or just end it right there. Okay? It's a joke, by the way. Okay? Dark humor joke? Still a joke. So, we haven't seen any document. We haven't seen nothing. We have just heard about piles of evidence of basically narrated therapist notes, which they're as good as the paper that I use after I do number two in the toilet. Okay? Even though here in Italy there is a bidet, which, by the way, it beats toilet paper every day of the week, just in case you're wondering. Okay? So, this is just a realization and more data and evidence that there is so much BS going about this, like it's like it ties in with so much, like all those new pictures coming out of her sex parties, and even without allegation, right? Because I don't care about sex, but honestly, I really don't give a damn. I've said this many times. People can do whatever they want in their free time with their money in between consenting adults. You like to suck toes? Your business. You like to suck toes with salmon in between them? It's your business. You want to have Nutella on the salmon in between your toes? Gross, but still your business. So consenting, I'm out of there. So, but if you tie it in with, let's say, oh, they cannot touch me. They need like a procedure to follow people after my relationship with JD. The monster. Now I can't breathe alone. Huh? And then you see those people getting very cozy together. Then you realize the BS alarm, it exploded because it could not handle the load. Okay, so, and there is still a lot of stuff coming out. Like I said, I just saw like an insider article talking about how bad the documents that were unsealed made JD look like, which is absolutely manure. It's absolutely manure. This is the type of snippets which you do in order to still try to create doubts. Because you know why? Now the mainstream media is desperate. It's desperate to find something on JD. And they're going on and on about there is those messages in between him and Marilyn Manson alleging stuff which they're trying to dig dirt, and they're literally forgetting that the freaking woman, like there is people coming out telling that this woman was sort of like a queen bee in a sort of almost Giselle Maxwell organization. And again, it's alleged, of course, but still. And they're trying to take attention out of those allegations, going back to messages in between JD and Marilyn Manson. Oh, groupies, groupies. It's freaking ridiculous, honestly. So, but we are here, we are here because we are not feminist, we are not misandrist, um, and by that I mean that we like real equality. Okay, we like equality. We like for anybody of any gender, to be treated as a human being, like you wanted to be treated. Does not matter your religion, does not matter your affiliation, political affiliation, does not matter the color of your skin or whatever. We treat people like people, okay? We treat each other good, well. That's all that matters. All the other things are just BS, at least for me. So all those freaking extremists or whatever faction or whatever, on the spectrum, I don't want to be part of that club. I want to be part of the only club where we treat each other well, with kindness, love, and respect. Okay? That's maybe I'm old fashioned, but that's how I am. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts on this, and there's gonna be more to come. Please, I just need your view. I just need your comment. You really make this happen, and I'm super grateful that you always show up. You always here. Let's keep going, and check out the videos or little stories from Italy. I'm trying to share with you also little snippets of this beautiful place where I grew up, spending time with my family. So, ciao, meow. For a moment, I didn't know what to say. Uh, yes, this picture happened.